skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
No, I can't remember the last time that I really felt fine. Now I'm trying to rewind, 'cause lately I've been feeling kinda hazy, like I'm stuck in a daydream, and you're not here to save me. Down and out, I hit the floor. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore, no, no. Don't take me to a place I know, somewhere where I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home. Reminiscing the late nights, we'd fall in love in the moonlight, then wake up at sunrise. Now I'm just thinking that we should go back to when we were, hold each other to feel good. Down and out, I hit the floor. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore, no, no. Don't take me to a place I know, somewhere where I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home. Take me to a place I know, somewhere I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so alone. I need you more than you know, 'cause baby, you feel like home.
I was running round so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances.
And we ain't sleeping on the floor again. We never sleeping on the floor again. For the ones who didn't make it out, for the ones that didn't see the life, for the ones that never cared, never gave a thought, found no happiness in that brand new car or the house you bought. I see you talking about the love you lost, and it was gone like way before you ever thought it was. Yeah, I took my time, no quick ones, quick run, quick gas to get back there. Hot roads, I didn't think I'd come back fierce, cause I was running roads, so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Is it such a ghostly revelation? I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. It's easy, it's hard to preach, cause I've been burning trees and watching fall. If we cannot breathe out, we go forward. Sure, I was searching for cure, fishing a little wildlife. And when I'm low on fuel, I'll still be running till my back broke. Halfway, lost hope and I checked it. Hard roads, I didn't think I'd come back fast, cause I was running roads, so many nations. Even when it's so sweet, I end up seeing red. Ghostly revelation. I may have fucked up all my chances. Fucked up all my chances. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even get it. Been around the globe, think it's time to admit it's not the end, but the road, and you won't even get it. Been around the globe, looked around, nothing fitted. Seen high and lows, but you won't even. Chances, fucked up all my chances. Yes, I was running. I know.
Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life. Chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get a few. Day to day, you wanna stay out. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the light, chasing the light, chasing the light, chasing the light, holding on for feeling the high, chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high, chasing the night, chasing the night.
You put me in the perfect light for, and that's when you can see all my flaws. And I could tell you don't mind at all. Oh no. You said come a little closer. Come here and I can show you. So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you, how to love you. How to love you. I'm reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. You saw me when I tear down my walls. I think you fell in love with my flaws. You know that I was shy at first though. Oh yeah. You said come a little closer. Come here and I can show you. So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you, how to love you. Come a little closer. Tell me which way I gotta go. Here and I can show you. Show me everything I need to know. Came a little closer. Tell me which way I gotta go. I'll show you how to love you, how to love you. How to love you. I'm reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Show me everything I need to know.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know, like I know, we'll take it round and round.
You know Mar, South
Bossed up. Types that never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got him coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round again.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the same. Forever hold, no matter if we're cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be waiting again. Right from the start, I see the end. A world torn apart, but I know we're meant. Forever hold, no matter if we're cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be waiting again. I know that you won't be
Breathing in, breathing out. There's no more room for any doubt. Empty mind, steady hands. Just stay close, stick to the plan. I hear them coming, I hear them coming, and I'm ready as I'll ever be. I hear them coming, I hear them coming down. And I'm ready as I'll ever be. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch a glimpse. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance.
ESL 1 Road to Rio is brought to you in part by Intel, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG Bet.
These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's time to get the CIS Counter-Strike underway today. We've got Team Unique taking on forZe. My name is Dinko. I'm going to be joined by Blam. We've got ourselves a great matchup and a B-Rush coming in from forZe straight away. It's going to be Kenzor trying to do what he can, but he will only manage to one kill before being overrun. And now forZe have the B-bomb site to play with.
Yeah, Flank is coming in, and Southend Vicious has managed to go past the player towards lower tunnels. He can get a couple of free kills. He taps away, finds one face crack, unaware of from where his teammate died. And all of a sudden, it's a 1v1. Jerry and Fen Vicious. Fen spots him out, and the USB is going to come out on top. Massive 3k for Fen Vicious. And I'm actually surprised how he was able to get the flank on. Jerry was waiting for the lower tunnels. I do believe he came in all the way from T-spawn. That is a massive, massive round to win for Team Unique here.
Team Unique have been struggling, I think it's fair to say, here in the Road to Rio. They haven't really done a whole lot. And no matter what team they play against, they just seem to be completely outclassed. I think that should be the case. I think it should be expected against a team like forZe. I think forZe is certainly one of the best teams within the CIS region. And no one's going to bat an eyelid, you know, if Team Unique lose today against forZe. But it would be a perfect time for them to start to wake up into this tournament and pull off an upset win. I don't really see it happening, but, you know, it's always nice to pin some sort of fairy tales.
I think you could say the same for forZe. Poshinoid, that was unnecessary aggression there. Eagle from Almazer, completely destroying him. This B-Pins is coming in. And Fenvish has a lot of work to do here. M4 in hand, spots out Almazer. That's a quick trade, and Kenzor doing great work holding on to the bombs that flip. Charges out, perfect timing. Now one player on the side, it's all in Fenvicious. Gets taken down, 2v2. Bomb is going to get planted. And then MP9 and M4 in the hands of these T's. This could make life very, very miserable indeed. Quick swap of the weapons. Flit with the Kevlar and the M4 against Zorte and Robin.
Oh, Flit is going to be holding on inside the site. Flashbang goes over the top. Flit's peeking in towards the tunnels, does damage, but cannot get the kill just yet. Now hiding at the back of the platform, just whiffing every single shot. So power hits the deck as well. And that was a perfect chance from forZe, but Flit just not getting anything done there. And the round will go in favor of Team Unique, 2-0. Good damage from forZe, good bomb plant, but they'll be kicking themselves about not winning that. That was a prime opportunity.
That was a golden opportunity. There weren't any kits either for the CTs. If it delayed them any further, that could have definitely have worked in favor of forZe. But yeah, they do manage to do a little bit of damage, keep the money quite modest for Team Unique, as we are going to be seeing the forZe buy coming out. That plant really enabling them to go for the early buy. But yeah, I think what you mentioned about Unique finally waking up, you could say the same for forZe. They are, well, not tied, but they are placed 5th out of 6 teams in Group A, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're placed 5th right now. They played 3 games. They've lost 2, of which they had a very convincing win against Windstrike, which is very surprising, because Windstrike looks so good so far. And then they lost against Spirit and Nemiga. So forZe themselves, considering the names you see on the screen here, they've not been really having a great time so far on the road to Rio.
No, I think forZe have actually had a couple of difficult results recently. Online, they haven't really been as clean and clinical as we're used to seeing. Almazer's going to catch himself. Robin. It's going to be Zorte in the pit. He's we always talk about here for Unique, and well, good kill on towards Almazer. An advantage in play for Team Unique. We'll be trying to hold on and get this round under their belt. forZe trying to wrap in towards the A-bomb side. Passionate, completely unaware of the possibility. He does hit the deck now. Flip with a headshot covering his teammate off, and well, a hole starting to really be picked apart here. It's on to Kenzor, really. He's got a good position coming in from the lower tunnel. He can get up in towards Catwalk, but with forZe already having the bomb planted, so power on the AWP, this is not going to be easy.
This is a messy round from Unique. You just leave short completely open with no eyes on it. That is very rough. I thought they'd probably line up. And I thought that could have gone the way of Kenzor, but Zorte will be the last player surviving. He's going to save the AK-47. And that's going to be the round going the way of forZe. I'm very surprised Unique just gave up short completely. There was no one playing up close mid. And yeah, Zorte not able to save the AK-47. I don't think Jerry's going to retrieve that in time. Yes, he does. Of course he does. And 2 AKs in the op will, of course, be taken to round number 4 for forZe and to get the first round on board. I don't know what Unique were doing there. No one playing up close towards mid. No one in short. No information. And a free kill for the player walking up from short onto the player playing towards long. That should not be happening.
Well, forZe will be happy enough with the round win. It's going to be Team Unique stacking their forces towards A long. Sorte Up on Catwalk, has a chance here, but they're going to double peek, and he doesn't get a single kill. Good damage done towards Face Crack, but this round is a little bit scary for Team Unique. That was the prime opportunity, and what is that? Passionoid just getting caught looking completely oblivious to the fact that Zapara could be up on Catwalk. An easy opening for forZe, and they'll be happy with that. Jerry tries to catch the players fleeing the scene, but I'll just play methodically slow now at this point. I think Dust 2 is a map that forZe traditionally aren't amazing on. I think they started to work it into the map pool because they seen it was a weakness during the summer last year. But it's never been one of their prime maps, you know, one of the ones they really look solid on. So there's a good little chance here for Team Unique to start getting some damage done. And Fish is going to catch Jerry up towards short. Sorte, we've seen him in this position before, holding off in the car. Face Crack gone. Oh, what a shot from Flip. That is nuts. He just re-peeks an AWP. Takes damage and still finds the headshot through the wall. Now 2v2. Fish's position is everything here for the CT side.
Oh, this is massive.
Oh, no!
Tick to hurt him out. Dolce comes in, but doesn't matter. He still gets a kill. It's all on Almeza on the bomb side. 10 HP. I think he's aware. He's aware where CTs might be coming from, but then Kenzor timing goes his way. 19 seconds. Almeza is going to spot the head out. No, he doesn't. Somehow Kenzor timing going his way. Almeza 13 seconds. He looks in the wrong direction, and Kenzor's ready and waiting for him. That was kind of unfortunate there were Kenzor with a very, very important clutch.
Oh, scrappy game so far. Not the kind of stuff you'd expect from forZe, but nonetheless, big play there from Zorte into his long, landing that one shot. Probably could have got a little bit more done, but good run coming in from Team Unique, and they will get themselves another round. And forZe, when we take a look at what they've got, bringing this into the next round, it's going to be Deagles and a Mac 10. Not exactly what you want to see if you're forZe. And not too much cash left in the bank either, so they've invested as much as they possibly can. And let's go Robin. He will get the initial kill on towards Almeza. The nade picking him up. Passionoi going on a little bit of an excursion towards top middle. Has been spotted. The forZe currently stand with a man deficit. And they'll be going in towards the B-bomb site. Flashes over the site. And Vicious going to be holding on with Kenzor. It's going to be an easy kill for the rifle. forZe completely disjointed. That smoke severing their attack. Well, we've got forZe just having to leave the situation now and really hope that they can scrap together something with these Deagles.
Yeah, I don't really see this going the way of forZe, right? And I do agree with you. I don't think Dust 2 is a map where forZe really have shown much here. Next map, of course, is going to be Inferno. This part, it is going to be Nuke as a decider. Yeah. Where I do definitely believe that forZe would have the upper hand, right? But for Team Unique, this could be the opportunity. They haven't got a single map so far, Dinko. That's a rough start. They've played 3 games so far. They have had a couple of comparative close maps, but apart from that, it's just been domination from their opponent. So hopefully, if you're a Team Unique fan, or if you're a fan of underdogs, this could be the beginning of something. I don't know what, but something.
Well, forZe, Flit and Jerry still standing. They're going to be trying to make their way past CT and up towards the B side of things. Wanting to take that fight. Fishers up towards the window. Easy pickups for him. That's 2 beautiful kills. 3 in the round for him. 4 on the board for Team Unique. And this is a great start for them. Money's not going to be good even in this round for forZe, so we're already looking at 5 here for Team Unique. The scary thing is for me, though, I think a difference in the matchup we've seen so far already is Team Unique could win the pistol, but then they would always lose that second round force buy pretty consistently. They came close to losing it again here with forZe, but unfortunately, Flit just not hitting the shots. Zapara was low and had to rely on his teammate. But forZe were so close to winning that round, and this could be a completely different story. Oh, I feel like as soon as we get the rifles back in here, that's going to be the true litmus test to see if Team Unique are really showing up today.
Well, still have to see Zipa. One player that I think everyone's going to be keeping an eye on here. We're tuning in for this particular matchup. And the thing with Team Unique are we've seen multiple games, multiple maps of theirs. I mean, I think we've crossed all the games so far where they have had very good starts. They seem to go in a kind of a mini streak, and then things just kind of fall apart. They're not able to adapt. They have this one set default, and if that doesn't click, it seems like they start to run around like headless chickens. And unfortunately, apart from Zorte, the rest of the players, they don't really seem to be able to kind of hold their own against some of these other CIS stars, right? Yeah, Fenvicious has his moments, but poof, okay. Timing working wonderfully there for Zorte. Smoke dissipates. But yeah, apart from Zorte, who's obviously the star of this team in my eyes, and Robin and Fenvicious, I kind of feel like Kenzor and Pashanoi do struggle individually against some of these players. And Flip, take Pashanoi's name and he just gets completely dismantled. Robin has a lot of work to do. He's got to spray blindly through the smoke, taking quite a bit of damage. Just holding the line, trying to find something, and he does get a kill, but he will get immediately taken down. This is looking very, very scary indeed. It's a 2v2, and this MP9 in the hands of Z-Power could be quite a problem indeed, but now he's alone in a 1v2.
Well, easy cleanup going for Team Unique in the end, but good damage done by forZe. Good bomb plant as well to get those 3 kills in. So we'll be looking into this next round with a full buy, flush, everything you could possibly want. ZiPower has extra cash in the bank to his teammates, so he'll have an AWP comfortably with Kevlar and utility. This is the true test here for Team Unique coming up now. This is going to be forZe onto the rifles, everything they could possibly want. And this is where forZe need to turn things around. They need to turn this ship completely around on Dust 2. Otherwise, Team Unique are going to be looking to go in a convincing fashion this first half, which is definitely a sentence I did not think I was going to be saying at the start of this matchup.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think this has been a surprise. I remember when you messaged me this particular matchup, you're like, oh, this is looking rough for Team Unique, and I agreed with you. I'm like, yeah, this is just going to be more of the same, but this is a very different start, looking pretty convincing. Also helped out by the fact that, yeah, forZe aren't exactly that well versed in this particular map. And there you have it, Pashanoi winning the opening deal with Jerry, and no trades taking place. Facing a little off for forZe, and also some pretty nice shots coming from Pashanoi. Not really known for being the a fragger in this lineup. We do see forZe setting up for this mid to B take. A couple of smokes being tossed in, and I like this rotation from the CDs. They've kept 3 with mid and B, and a re-smoke towards mid doors in order to keep the T's at bay. And that's gonna have to force forZe to kind of like rethink their approach. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of utility still in the bag, like 2 smokes and 3 Molotovs. I say that, but Robin's gonna find one.
Well, Robin's going to swing and try and take down some more, but it's going to be an easy kill for Flit overrun. And now push it in. Look at the damage done to the forZe players. So low. And now they can try to push forward. Kenzor coming in from the lower tunnel. Want to get involved in the action in behind. The Zorte, if he doesn't get neutralized, this is going to be difficult. Pashanoi down below the AWPer here. ZiPower can't spot him due to the smoke, but it's a toppling tower. He will hear the footsteps now, making his way forward with Pashanoi in a good position, but not taking a single kill. ZiPower loses the AWP battle against Zorte, and things are crumbling for forZe. 25 seconds to try and get anywhere near this A bomb site. They're going to start walking up. FaceCrack needs to kill. Zorte's back turned. Easy pickup for FaceCrack. Now Flit trying to be shrewd and play with the edge of the smoke. But no one from Team Unique giving themselves up just yet. There was the opportunity for FaceCrack. The long peek comes in at the wrong time, and Kenzor, it's working for him. Now Flit and the AWP tries to line them up, but the round is going to go in favor of the Team Unique side. 6-1 on the board here in Dust 2. A completely different face of Team Unique than we've seen before. And more so, forZe are looking pretty scrappy, I have to say.
forZe are looking very scrappy. Some of the deals are taking unnecessarily, like the way Jerry died initially there towards Xbox. I mean, you would expect a team like forZe to have like a double peek coming in, or maybe a pop flash to just like peek through. Just went for a dry deal, which is unlikely. And you really can't discount these players from Team Unique. They can aim. They can win some of these duels.
Yeah.
You've seen Zorte just pop off against the best that CIS have to offer as well, and even in the games they've lost. So you can't afford them that freedom to work with. So yeah, a little bit of a slow start coming out from forZe, but we do have a timer getting called here, and hopefully normal services should resume for Jerry and boys.
Well, you definitely need to get all on the same page. ZiPower's had a really slow start. 2 kills to his name. We try to get him involved. They try to get him up on that boost, but it's not even going to be ZiPower AWPing in this round. It's Flit. So there we go. Actually, yeah, there we go. Got tossed over at the second there. It's a little bit confused as to why that was happening, but ZiPower's going to be holding down in towards middle. Then Vicious in behind the smoke. Just going to be hanging around here. Expected a fast push in towards middle from forZe, perhaps. And while he's going to be in a good position to try and deal with this, as they do run in towards his spot. 11-3 at the minute. Vicious going to try and tally that up. He'll find one, but overrun by FaceCrack, who runs around the back of the smoke. But Kenzor looking to dart and take 2. He will manage 1, but the bomb is on the floor. And a big peek from Robin, pushing through the smoke, catching the head of FaceCrack. And out to 2v3. Starting to look pretty rough here for forZe. ZiPower needs to get involved. He needs this kill in towards bottom middle. Jerry's kind of locked in the B bomb side at the minute, relying on his AWPer to get involved. And well, that smoke comes in at the right time, they get the right read. And well, Zepower can't just walk through that smoke with an AWP. So this is definitely looking rough here for forZe. But the positive sign is, Blood, they do have a minute in play.
Yeah, that's the only thing going their way. And this is a long gamble from Zepower. This is a massive long gamble. He's going to go all the way from long. They can't hear him, it's too far away. And he's going to hope to try and catch Zorte with the AWP towards CD spawn. Scoped in, hearing out. Will they be expecting this is the question. He spots out the barrel. Oh, and he gets the shot. That's massive. Now the AWP taken down. The AK-47 can challenge. It's going to be Jerry pushing out. But this flank coming in from Robin towards the B bomb side, that could be it. 30 seconds. They can still head towards A if they want to. Now Robin's managed to sneak his way. This is genius. Absolutely genius from Robin. Jerry has no idea, but he gets the shot nonetheless. And somehow this has fallen apart. Pashanoi now standing between forZe in the second round. He knows Zepower is somewhere in the vicinity, and Zepower patience works out. What a round from Jerry and Zepower. That was a round they should not have lost. And I felt like that push from Robin should have sealed the deal. But Jerry, what a shot.
Yeah, my God, from Jerry. I feel like Robin makes the right play there completely, and you can't fault him, but there is a little small entity that could have changed the tides of that round. You could have waited until Jerry starts to plant that bomb and then peek, right? You could have taken that confirmed kill, but, you know, he's not really expected it. He has the element of surprise. Doesn't really have an idea what's going on, but they should have realized that Zepower was still in towards CT. It was a 1v1 fight. Zepower taking the early kill. Pashanoi gone. And while forZe, after that huge round coming in, they have a real chance to get momentum going here. But nice peek, I love that. Boosting Zorte up, catching Jerry, and that hard-fought advantage that forZe managed to pick up is gone. And this is the AWP battle I'm looking forward to seeing. Zepower versus Zorte. These are two players I feel are cut from the same vein. You know, they really, really are solid.
Indeed. Only difference being Zepower has been, he's more of a tasted. He is tasty.
Yeah.
I love his AWPing, but he's also a tested commodity, right? He's someone who's played against the best out there. And for Zorte, I'll be honest, I haven't seen him play until we started casting the Road to Rio qualifiers. Yes, for those of you who might be following a lot of the, you know, the CIS region, he might be a known name. But at least for me personally, I really haven't seen him. He has impressed me, the 100%. Oh. But he still has to be tested, I feel like, with better opposition, as Almeida spots that Fenvicious noggin right before the smoke blooms. And that's a round. forZe, off that timeout, they started to bounce back. 2 rounds on a trot now.
Ooh, Kenzor did spot one player bottom middle, but he's going to be not giving away his position today. He wants to save those M4 into the next round. And that is going to be another round of the board for forZe, and Almeida makes it convincing. It was at a certain point looking like it was going to be another close affair. Zepower gets the opening pick, but then Almeida goes on an absolute tear. The only kill that Team Unique managed to find in this round is off the back of that boost up towards short, where they put Zorte up and catches off Jerry. So 6-3. This is where I feel like forZe are going to start getting that momentum going on that T side. They can be really solid when they get the momentum on that T side. They can do some wild stuff that you just can't really deal with. I remember last summer, we did a bunch of the GGBet qualifiers, or there's not qualifiers, invitationals is the word they wanted us to use, for some of the ESL events. So we had ESL 1 Cologne, I think that was the most famous one, with Liquid obviously denying the invite, so I had to go through the online qualifier. And forZe nearly stopped Liquid from making it to ESL 1 Cologne. If it wasn't for a tech issue with one of the players dropping off, it was a real possibility. So this team are nuts. And so just for reference, Liquid went on to win the Grand Slam in Cologne. So that just kind of shows the level that this forZe team can be at.
The thing... Ooh. They know what the M4 is, but Flit is not missing any. The thing with forZe, I feel like, while they are a very, very dangerous team to face off against, I feel like they seem to elevate their play against the bigger teams. Does that make sense? Like when you face off against, let's say, a Fnatic or an Astralis or a Liquid, that's when they start to play their best for some reason. And then I've seen them in some of the DreamHack Opens, for example, where they face off against, like, you know, in some of the Opens you have teams who qualified from the region, like the country or the city where the DreamHack Open's taking place from, and these are teams no one's heard of. These are like maybe not even the top 100 at times. And I've seen forZe kind of struggle a little bit over there, so it kind of feels like they're a team whose level is very dependent on their opposition. But honestly though, like their fundamentals are so solid otherwise that they should be having a very easy time against Team Unique, which is not the case right now.
I think I do remember a tweet from you, Blair, saying forZe can sometimes do the most beautiful things and then stuff that just makes your brain explode. And
yeah, that's pretty much all of CIS, but I think forZe is CIS condensed into one team, alright? You have someone like Jerry, one of the most charismatic persons in Counter-Strike. Like, he transcends region, religion, language. He's just amazing. I love Jerry. I wish you could have an interview with him, but unfortunately I do believe that can only be on the A stream.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I would love to have just a Counter-Strike podcast with Jerry for like an hour straight, honestly.
I remember at Copenhagen Games last year, which is kind of where forZe, well, we'll get back to that point. The execute coming in towards the A bomb. Starts to be FitzCrack, trying to be the front man. Trying to take down zorte, he will do that. Running over the top. Robin now is the victim. And while FitzCrack nearly spins back, but it's his teammates to find those kills. But Robin, out of nowhere, manages 2 on the MP9. Don't really think it's going to change too much in the round here, but Vanficious will try and pick up the scraps. 3 players to find. And well, Flit just confidently jumping on top of the boxes, finds the headshot, and a 5th round for forZe. But yeah, so forZe last year, I feel like they started to really make a name for themselves at the start of Copenhagen Games. And now that event seems to be one of those events that kind of just, if whatever team wins it or gets to the final, generally go on to do pretty good things, right? I think we've seen the year previous, it was Imperial, so basically the crazy roster, like some elements of the crazy roster that are now Contact. And we know what they can do, so forZe showed up at that tournament. I remember Jerry won the MVP, and they were handing him the MVP token at the end, and he's just like, "For me?" He had no idea. He was like, "Is that mine?" And it was just brilliant. He just had no idea. And it was nice to see.
He really is a hell of a personality, and yeah, I just wanted to qualify for any event or just to reach the playoffs, just so we can have more interviews with him. I've never seen a boring Jerry interview, and let's be honest, like, you've seen so many, like, all these players. Some of them are definitely good at it, but most of them just like kind of phone it in, right? Just like, yeah, it was a good game. The boys played well. You know, it's kind of easy to try to hard. It's the same old stuff. I would like some variation. That smoke is not ideal, but I don't like that smoke. They're gonna go for the dry peak. But maybe they're doing that on purpose. Maybe they're trying to, you know, force Unique to go for these duels, and it is gonna be pretty much a flawless round for forZe. They've come back, Dinko.
They are back, yeah.
Rambling along. 6-1 to 6-all. Scores are tied.
It's like when the Undertaker reappeared and just kinda comes into the arena. This is not good.
It's not good at all. Yeah, his the eyes roll back.
Yeah.
Tongue sticking out. Satan personified. That's forZe right now, and they're looking a little scary. And is it happening again for Unique? They have a great start, and then they kind of falter.
Well, Team Unique. The AWP available for zorte. The rifle's back in play. They've got to try and hold off, but forZe keep coming at them. Passionoi gets himself into the pit. He's only managed 4 kills so far on Dust 2. This will be a time to show up, a time to shine. FitzCrack inside of the smoke. Flash goes up into the air. Passionoi just holding on. FitzCrack, the smoke fits, the headshot comes in. And a man advantage now in play for forZe. Jerry is going to try and get himself in behind the Xbox. He's done that effectively, but getting anything more from this might be a little difficult. But forZe is taking their time. 4 players out towards long. Jerry locking down middle, cutting off those rotations. forZe have plenty of time to play with, and they've got so much control. But the issue is, there's tunnel pushes coming through, so forZe going to have a little bit of a problem on their hands shortly here.
Yeah, but the way they're pushing up, it's very, very convincing, right? They're already on the A bomb, so the retake might be on, but I still feel... Oh, Kendra's not going to be aware. See? Yeah, he is. A little bit of an off-angle, cheeky off-angle from Jerry, but I think Kendra just spotted the tip of the barrel. Now, if Flit... Well, I was just saying if Flit gets taken down, but Vanficious not really able to get anything done. I liked what Unique did there. They were very proactive. They pushed towards tunnels, but the fact that they left no one at long meant forZe just had a free bomb set. And forZe aren't a team who are going to second guess themselves. The moment they realize there's no one around, they're just going to go all in. They have the players. They have the stars to make it work. And the retake just got shut down before it even got started.
Oh, nice shot from Zapower. Another player on his left and right here, so he's really going to overextend. 7-6.
At least they do salvage the AWP, so they can bring out a buy here, but yeah, that's gotta suck. 7-6. forZe are back to winning ways. They're in the lead. 6-1 to 7-6. That is definitely what some people would call a comeback, Dinko. And with 2 rounds remaining in this half, if you look at the money, that money just tells the story of how ridiculous the latter half of of this first half has been. Flit, Almazer, and Z-Power started this round with $16,000. That's how ridiculously one-sided the past few rounds have been.
Oh, well, yeah, the scoreline's a little misleading. forZe definitely got off to a better start. They would have been able to make this half pretty one-sided. But nonetheless, we like to see a couple of rounds put up for Unique, giving themselves a chance. But Kenzo blinded, had no idea. That flashbang just absolutely ruined him.
I think it was like blind for like 5 whole seconds. Completely white.
I love how he doesn't even try to shoot either. It's just I've accepted my fate. I am dead.
Oh, this is brutal. Jerry's got to get a free kill. Might get 2. Yes, he does. Actually, he's going to be Flit who finds a headshot, but now they know where the final player is going to be coming in from. It's Pashanoi towards tunnels, and he's about to enter a tunnel. He's like, nope.
No.
Yeah, no.
Just heel turn right back down into his lower tunnel. Jerry is around that area, so it might not be even safer going this way. In fact, it might be slightly more deadly. Jerry waiting for it. Oh, there it is. The clean headshot. Straight away going through forZe. Since, there's pretty lackluster start, they've just picked up momentum and have gone non-stop. 6-1, now 6-8 on the board. forZe not stopping, and the money's never really looked great for Team Unique now. It's just a couple of MP9s, M4s and players who move into the last round of the first half.
Auto snipers coming out, and why not? When you have that much of money. I'm surprised you just one auto sniper. Oh, never mind. They're not even going to go for it. That's a little disappointing.
PM just buy it and throw it away. Oh, it's the power catching Passionate. He's just having an absolute awful game. 4-13, not having a great time at all. forZe just charging in towards A long, and it's completely empty. No one's even here or close by to try and deny at least one player crossing. So every player from forZe is going to have an easy time of taking that A bomb site.
Yeah, once again, Unique going for this short and mid aggro, and unfortunately now they're forced to take the bomb site. There's no one in A. Bomb down. And I think 3 players left alive. It's just gone very, very wrong indeed for the side of Team Unique. We had a couple of rifles, man, but look at the aggression. Look at the hole for FaceCrack and Jerry. They're letting nothing go the way of Unique. FaceCrack just cracking skulls. And it's all in Kenzor. It almost looks like he's AFK at this point, but he's just waiting for a peek. Nothing's going to happen. And
had the stats. That's all he's looking for you.
Might as well. It's going to be 9-6 though. What a comeback from forZe. It was 6-1 and they win 8 in a row.
And the rounds that they won weren't even close. So that's the scary thing moving forward for Team Unique. Domination towards the end of the half. forZe take 9-6. A misleading scoreline perhaps, but at least Team Unique have got themselves some rounds on the board. We'll see if they can bounce back in the second half right after this break.
This is not a drill, hold nothing back. This shoot to kill in this leap of faith that you read me true. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up. Don't give in, don't let me down.
was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again.
Let's get it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's Team Unique taking on forZe, 9-6 at the half. It may be a scoreline that you think you can come back from, but it's going to take a lot from Team Unique, because the end of that half was sheer dominance from forZe.
And we do see Unique giving forZe a taste of their own medicine. Players just marching out towards long. Vicious getting stuck there. And kenzor on the aggro lurk, he just finds one. And you can see all the T's pushing towards short. They have planted the bomb for short as well. They don't have any utility though. Vicious, no Kevlar. He used up the one smoke he had early on, and the rest of them Glocks. Holding off against 4 USPs, charging in. Gonna be Zorti opening it up, finds 2 before he finally gets shut down, and Jerry's left in a 1v3. 3 T's looking stare straight down at him, and Robin's gonna find a head. A very clean win from Team Unique there. And forZe, I like the aggression towards mid, but basically Unique doing literally what forZe has been doing for the past few rounds, just running up long, getting the bomb down, and playing the post plant.
Yeah, good stuff. I think they desperately needed that pistol, and now they've won both pistols. Which, in a way, if they lose this, it's gonna hurt more. It's gonna have more of a sting. I want forZe. They came close to winning the force buy in the first half, but they were a little off. We'll see if they can do it now in the second. It's gonna be Zakara running up top in the middle. Just hits shot, like, wraps shots off so quickly, reacts to the smallest little increments. It's going to be FaZe with one kill on towards Robin. Passionoi coming back in with the Mac-10. We'll be able to trade and keep it a 4v4.
This is something which forZe are doing that Unique never tried before. They never really contested long, and Unique, though, with a good reaction, they are going to be heading to this mid to B, because they know that there's a couple of players out, and Flit, it's all about timing. Flashbang is perfect from his teammate.
Oh god. Uh-oh.
Looking for more. Both the kills for Flit. Jerry finds Passionoi. kenzor, he's got the bomb side, but he doesn't have the bomb.
Yeah, that Flit was the player that could have won the last round. You know, the last force buy win they had at the start of the first half. Unfortunately, just whiffed a few shots, but now he makes up for it massively. Now kenzor is going to be caught. Flit with another kill. 3 from him in the round, and that's not good for Team Unique. That's just a horrible situation, and it happens so often. No matter who they're playing against, they seem to just lose these pistol rounds so consistently.
Yeah. I don't know why they were so very quick there. I mean, like, even when it went for the long take, it was extremely, like, they're just relying on going for the contact plays, and I'm like, you know, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to run into potential nade stacks? Take it a little bit more slow. You know, these anti-ecos are where you're going to expect these kind of Hail Mary-ish plays coming out from the CD side, and you want to kind of take it a little bit slow, and not taking nothing away from forZe. They reacted to that wonderfully as Passionoi with a beautiful shot. Jerry will find his maker, and now Flit with the Krieg. And he knows the AK-47 has been picked up. He knows there's someone close by. Molotov being tossed in as Robin with the scout using the rifle as a bait, and Flit gets destroyed. destroyed. What is going on? It's deathmatch. And the B-bomb site's empty. There's no one there. Passionoi comes out. You need to land those Passionoi. Z Power somehow recovers. Scout in hand. He spots a player crossing on by. I'm not sure if he saw both of them. He's going to swap over to the Krieg. And what an utterly ridiculous round it's been.
What is this? Surely forZe can get a few more kills here. It's going to be FaZe diving in. Now 1v1. But look at the HP on Zapower. He's 19 HP. Zorte can win this, but hops up a window, and Zapower takes a free kill. That is one of the strangest rounds I've seen. That is just sheer deathmatch across the board. Everybody hitting nutty shots, and that's what we love to see. 11-7. forZe do win it, which is kind of unfortunate for Team Unique. They came so close, but couldn't quite get it done.
Passionoi, I mean, he needs to hit that spray. Z-Power's running with his knife out. And he gives him enough time to switch over to his deagle. I think make a jump and then land a headshot. That should never have been happening. Team Unique, man, they come so close and yet somehow it's just not enough, is it? Oh, you gotta feel for them. forZe though, they survive a massive scare. But they have the guns. The Krieg as well. Haven't seen that around much. I think we've seen only twice so far in the Road to Rio CIS qualifier. Rather, the Road to Rio CIS. And for Team Unique, they've gone for the force, the Deagle, Mac 10, 3 Galils. Seems like they are just gathering up for this short play. Passionoi going to be trying to fake something out towards mid. Flip though, hugging the edge of the smoke. Passionoi's walked on in. This could actually play a little bit of maybe a little bit of a problem. Flit. He has no idea. He has no idea where Passionoi is. That's a brilliant play to Passionoi. And out of short area, it's looking very volatile indeed for the CTs. Z-Power should be careful. He's going to fall on back. Not going to opt to take the fight, as Passionoi will be found out by Jerry. Z-Power with a headshot, finding Robin.
Well, is running forward. He's going to catch some fishes, looking for more, but it's Jerry that takes him away. Now it's only Zorte left alone in a 1v4. He'll be tight and falling back, but the round is certainly looking good for forZe. They have a Molotov still left as well. Doesn't quite go as deep as they would have hoped for. Good flashbang, still a headshot. Fierce crack falling, and that's the deeper Molotov. That's well played from forZe. That's the round win confirmed, but it's a long defuse here from Jerry. But I think Zorte has realized the round is done. Saving the Kevlar into the next, trying to catch a few exits here, but round done. 12-7. forZe much better, but that gun gives away his position. They know he's around the corner, and there it is. The headshot from Jerry. Nothing saved over for Zorte. 12-7, and wow, the money in the bin here for Team Unique. Likely looking down at 13, because this buy, they can definitely scrap something together. You can get Deagles, AKs in play, but for the most part, not going to be looking good.
Yeah, this is just rough, isn't it? They get the opening pick, which is a massive kill by Passionoi. Now you just have the two players with a bomb site. You have the smokes and everything. You're walking in, and someone just get picked apart. forZe's retakes have just been unstoppable, and I don't think it's forZe just playing incredible god tier retake Counter-Strike. It's more about Team Unique not really having the right protocols on his post plants. Another force, well, not a force. By Z-Power again. Striking early. Passionoi's going for the full investment. He is the hero AK-47. The rest of them just light investments. Deagles and Kevlar. At least they can kind of toss the AK around if Passionoi does get taken down. But man, I'm still shocked. 6-1 from Unique to start this game off, and now 12-7.
Okay.
Face crack. He's gonna find one. Doesn't get a second though.
And Vicious does take away on the Deagle. Now he has an M4 to play with. But he's stuck in behind blue, and while Flit is going to catch Kenzo's head as he tries to back away from short, but then Vicious, when such an important battle against Jerry, he's not the last remaining player, he will fall as well. 13-7, forZe just in pure dominating fashion right now, just taking round after round. Team Unique are going to buy up again. Finally, a good purchase being able to come through. Open hands of Zorte, it's a glass cannon, but at least they've got the sniper. And even Zorte, man, he hasn't even really been doing much either. So this has been kind of scary for Team Unique.
Yeah, and a scary thing for the even scarier prospect for Unique is forZe. You have Flit really having a good game here, and it's not like anyone else are really slacking off either. Everyone's chipping in. 16 kills for Jerry. Z-Power 14, uncharacteristically pretty quiet, but he hasn't really had to do much. It's everyone just playing to their level.
Something I notice about forZe is we always have this running joke, who's going to top frag for forwards. You know, it's always a different player, and it changes map to map. Zipower can sometimes... No, Mike! Okay, that's a great kill from Zipower. Then Fish is taking down Jerry. Now Pashnor trying to make his way in towards the B-bomb site, but Almaze just pushed through the tunnels. Not aware that there's players inside of the B-bomb site, but this is going to be a big issue. Boys have done a lot of damage, but Team Unique have got the B-bomb site, and that's a big issue for forZe.
Yeah, but the very fact, just the simple fact Almaze pushing towards tunnels is massive. That's going to ensure that at least he didn't get caught on out, so at least they have a man advantage. For long, not for long though. Zorte will find Almaze.
I think...
Flashbang, Kenzo are not going to take advantage of it, and yeah, this retake just might fall flat here. I don't really see a world where they're able to make this one work as the double peak comes in. Well played by Team Unique. Very, very well played.
I love how the Molotov burns Sorte at the end and they don't get the open in the next round, so that's huge. That Molotov that FaZe throws at the end there has a huge effect on the next round. That is massive. Well, Team Unique do get the round win, but at what cost? Now forwards standing in a situation where it is going to be a force buy coming through. It's the power on the AWP. Deagles across the board for Flit and Almazer, but the rest on USPs. Now we know Zipower is an incredible player. We know he has the capabilities of lighting up around on his own, so they really have to rely on that happening here.
Yeah, and he's... This is the flick shot, but okay, Flit does find a kill though. Oh man.
You know, if Zipower doesn't hit the shot, Flit will. That's how that works.
Flit is just indomitable right now. He is just being an absolute beast. It's still sticking around towards short. They won't be expecting this Fen Vicious. Molotov deep. Flit is aware there's someone close by. Still hugging the smoke. Looks the wrong way though. Almost lands the headshot. But Fen Vicious will get the trade. Now Z-Power towards A. They're still gonna press on. This is where Z-Power shines, Dinko. This is where when he's surrounded by players, he's all alone, everything's on his shoulders, that's when he just pops off.
Well, he's going to be flashed and turning away. He holds the second. I like that. He's probably getting a good read of what's going on, but now the push comes through. It's going to be FaZe with one kill on Mazer and FaZe both hitting the deck, though, and the flight from Jerry coming through. It's huge. The deagle catching him off. Zipower, what is that? That flick is unreal. Robin hitting the deck, and it's all onto Zorte now. AK versus 2. He's got to spot the barrel, but that's all you can see for Zipower. You see him for a second, and then you're dead. 14 to hit on the board. 4 is just showing up in that round. And Team Unique, they've thrown away another great chance to get into things.
Again, the push from forZe is just catching them off guard again and again. They had 2 plays towards short, 2 plays coming up towards long. And then you had the first player walk up, get the kill, trade happens, there's another player right behind him. And it's heartbreaking for Team Unique, but that's what's going to happen against a team like forZe, right? They're not going to make you feel comfortable. They're going to keep poking and prodding and making you feel miserable. And Z-Power, he's blinded, but he needs no eyes. Finds one, and he's going to come down Robin with a flashbang. Oh my lord, the timing on that flash. He's taken down, but he finally does recover right in time as Flit trying to be cheeky in the smoke. And suddenly, tables have turned, at least for now. Team Unique once more with the man advantage. Can they convert this time though, Dinko?
Well, Jerry's going to find a headshot. Cantor gone. He'll go back for more, and that's a 2k picked up for him. This is looking so scary. Missed shot from Zipower. That's unorthodox, and he will fall. Robin doubling up on his opportunity, and that's really good stuff from Robin. 4k. That is unbelievable.
That's sick from Robin. Start off with a pretty weird round towards long with the flashes and the smokes and whatnot, but those last three shots are just sick. For a moment, I felt like Jerry would have pulled that one back, and once more, we see the AWP coming out. And this time actually dropped by Jerry. He's putting a lot of faith in Z-Power.
On Z-Power, just holding on. Be the boost up on towards the Xbox. Z-Power just holding in towards middle. Trying to get involved. If you are just tuning in, you take a look at forZe's buy and wonder if it's enough. It certainly is. You've seen it already. Z-Power can do everything. It's going to be Zorte hitting the deck. Another deagle. Flit looks to try and strike again. Get a little sense. Deja vu here, Blet. Not enjoying it.
5 CTs. Robin doesn't need to take this fight. A double Molotov. That's great. That's great work here. And is coming in to save his teammate. And Robin chiming together, and Z-Power, his reign of terror will finally be put to an end. 3 kills for him. But Unique do pick up round number 10.
Thank God. That was starting to look pretty scary. But it should be a little bit more here as well. This will probably be one of the closest maps I think we've seen Team Unique play. I do not recall them getting double figures. They might have done, but I just can't personally remember it.
I'm gonna do a very quick stat check for you. Let's see here. Team Unique have played against Spirit, Gambit Youngsters, and Windstrike. Windstrike definitely didn't reach double figures, I know that. It was 16-2 and 16-11 against Spirit. They got 11 rounds in Dust 2.
Ah, okay. So let's see if they can do better than that.
And then 16-9 and 16-4 against Gambit Youngsters. And yeah, that is... Oh, no. Not like this. Please, not like this.
Vicious, what are you doing? Oh, the knife attempt going through. He will be overrun, but now it's a 2v3. Rifles picked up. AWP picked up. forZe in a position to win this round.
Why are they doing this?
This is
the
just
bomb's
mental.
down, Dinko, against this pistol.
Okay, so power. All right, you might have just thrown away one of the chances here. Team Unique, they need something to go their way. So, you know, Zapan giving them a little bit of a handicap, just letting them back into the round. You know, it's not looking so great for them. You can't do them like this completely, so...
Maybe he wants a clutch. Maybe he's just going to kill all his teammates just so he can get the 1v2 or something mental. Oh, this is a cheeky out from Almazer. He might get taken down though, but a shadow is a dead giveaway. And now Kimber go for the wall back, but Almazer, he takes him down through the wall and gets Molotov kill. How have they won that? How?
Well, they just rushed along, really, and just find headshots. It's a simple call from forZe. And the crazy thing is, they always put themselves in the position to win those kind of rounds. And there's so many teams that don't do anything. forZe have ideas. They take early kills as a power, and then they stack up, and 5 players rush down one position, and the sheer amount of pistols just overruns an area. And it works so often for forZe. Unique just haven't really been able to deal with this. And I would love to see a stat on how many rounds they've lost against forZe buys. That would be unbelievable. I'm pretty sure we'd be in double figures easily there.
Oh yeah, 100%. As you can see, Power misses an uncharacteristic shot, but this is a man... Ooh, no, oh, no. I think they whipped that. Yeah, they definitely whipped that. Smoke. And that means Z-Power's gonna get a free kill, and 2 players remain. This is the end.
Oh, there we go. 16-10. forZe close it out. A scrappy matchup coming in, I think, for the beginning for forZe, and a lot of rounds had to be won off the back of ecos. But in the end, they do get the win over the belt, and well, it's going to be a 16-10 victory. Double figures at least for Unique, but they're going to have to do some crazy stuff moving into Inferno.
It is so insane that they were leading 6-1
yeah.
on Dust 2. It is their map pick, and then they lose in this fashion. It's just incredible. Especially, I think that full USP, I think 1P215 full USP round, that just kind of tells the story of how Unique just stumbled and like smacked her face straight onto the ground. Rough game, but going to map number 2, hopefully, Dinko, hopefully before the Road to Rio is done, we're going to see Unique pick up a map. It could be on Inferno.
I don't think it will be. We got Inferno coming out after the break. We'll see if Unique can pull off a miracle, but forZe just, they're not really letting them have too much fun here. We'll be right back after the break.
To get by Nico. That was a god! Go to hit this. On the ramp though. He knows he's there.
Son intelligence de jeu, même quand il avait 6-7 ans, c'était assez incroyable.
Donc au début, on était meilleur que lui.
Je pense qu'il a, c'est à partir de ses 14 ou 15 ans qu'il a commencé à être meilleur.
Au début, quand il perdait, c'était un très mauvais perdant. Hein.
Oui, je me souviens très bien qu'il cassait beaucoup de souris.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. As the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Oh, you bring me to life.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night and never day. Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hunting for the bread. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night, it's never day. Even when I watch the floor, the dust will come. Keep on hunting for the prey. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm, far from calm. I know you feel me, brother.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime, but can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you want it to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said say you wanna be somebody.
ESL 1 Road to Rio is brought to you in part by Intel, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GGBet.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1 Road to Rio. We've got Team Unique taking on forZe. My name is Stinko. I'm going to be joined by Blair. And we've got ourselves not much of a game on our hands coming out of Dust 2, unfortunately. I always like to say that, but it's not really too competitive towards the end of Dust 2. We'll see if Team Unique can bounce back on Inferno. It's always going to be a tough challenge against forZe here on Inferno, especially with Team Unique, struggling in the Road to Rio.
Yeah, they have been struggling. The road hasn't paved with a lot of problems, and this map being the map pick from forZe, I can't really blame you for being a little skeptical about their success here. Just the one player towards B, it's Kenzor with the kit and the nade, and immediately he will have to fall on back. He's got a nade primed and ready to deal out a bit of damage. It will indeed. Face crack taking a bit of damage. The smoke's not perfect from the T's either, but they're going to get the bomb down. It's going to be one of those rare scenarios where we see a 5v5 retake.
Well, Vicious holding on in from the ruins, looking to try and get involved, looking to try and take some action, but Almeza is going to be holding on, double stack with Jerry. It's going to be allowed for one kill off the back of Almeza. Jerry coming in as well, and the Glocks are just finding everything. There we go. That's the kind of pistol. That's a traditional forZe pistol round right there. Just rush everything with a Glock, jumping around the corners, headshots all over the place. And will Team Unique, well, they don't really have much moving into this next one.
Interesting gamble from Unique to keep like 4 players towards A, and especially when you have 4 players towards A like that, you want to have your B player playing a little bit more aggressively towards Banana, gathering some information, at least, trying to figure out if it's going to be a B hit or not, so that you can get a rotation in before the hit is fully on. Instead, they had to play playing towards coffins. That means forZe could get the bomb down without having to face off against anyone else. And then the Glocks up close, it's going to be a problem. And forZe are a team who are not going to be content just sitting back, relaxing, and biding the time. They're going to be pushing up. They're going to be in your face, and this Glocks are really making it work, as we do see the force fight coming in here. 2 players ready and waiting, though, as Face Crack falls. But not before it's done quite a bit of damage, as Kenzor strikes with a deagle. Is he looking for more? He has got backup. But all of a sudden, things have kind of turned on its head here, but Z-Power does reply back. Flit gets found out as well, all alone. Z-Power through the smoke. Alright, there's another player waiting around. The deagle in hand, and Zorte finds the both of them. Not expecting 3 CTs there. And that's a weird round to lose for forZe. Unnecessarily hyper-aggressive, I felt like. The 2 players that died towards apartments didn't get traded at all, and kind of giving too many 1v1 duels there.
Well, that's a classic Unique loss, kind of coming through there. We see them lose a lot of pistol rounds in Dust 2. forZe also showing that they can bleed in those kind of rounds. CIS Counter-Strike, man, it's just, it's crazy. But forZe going to be sending multiple players up in towards second middle. 4 already there. 5th a little bit further back, just towards spawn area. But forZe have taken control of the apartments already. They'll be sending multiple players in there. Team Unique are playing this correct, though, I think. Just plot passive, don't really get involved, don't get too close to these pistols, because that's exactly when they're going to shut you down.
Oh, yeah. And the one thing about forZe, which I do like, and Z-Power, man, this guy's just hitting everything, isn't he? One thing I like about forZe is how, even in their eco rounds, the force buy rounds, they're just unrelenting. It's just unrelenting aggression. It's almost like when you play against them, I would hate to play against them. It just feels so suffocating, right? You don't really get anything going your way, and here they come all charging up, and then Vicious in a nick of time finds one. Face Crack just charges out like a firewalker through the flames, and Fenvish is doing such a great job holding the line, finds himself a double, doesn't take much damage either. Bombs and spotted out, and now he's got backup in the form of Zorte.
Well, then Fisher's catching up Flit. Gonna be Robin coming back in, catches the power off. Now it's only Jerry, 1v4 with the MP9 in his hands. Team Unique looking to try and pick this one up cleanly as they move forward. It's going to be Robin with the headshot, 2-1. Now that is a positive sign for Team Unique. They lose the pistol, yes, but they come back into it, answer back at the force buy win, and win the following convincingly. And now forZe not really in a position where they can buy much, so Team Unique likely to win this one as well. 3-1, most likely on the scoreboard here. I also always love that Zapara always seems to have just a little bit of extra cash. They do it quite well on forZe. Zapara has 3k in the bank right now, so he's going to get that AWP into his hands in that first gun round with all the bells and whistles. You know, have all the utility, all the Kevlar. You won't have to see Zapara going for that glass cannon.
Yeah, I mean, he's a star player after all. We want to give him the AWP and everything else to work with it. And for this one, this should be Unique's round. We say that, but we've seen them lose a couple of rounds to, at least one round to a full league earlier. Ambitious gets dropped, but should be fine. Just Glocks and everyone the players here. I don't see them really pulling this one off. Z Power hiding towards Vietnam, and Almazer's picked up an MP9. Could be looking for one free frag. Never mind. Z Power with a Glock catches Zorti being a little bit too overeager, and forZe just putting the fear of God in the side of Team Unique. They're like, listen, we might have Glocks, but it doesn't mean you can just march on in and just do whatever you want.
Oh, well, Robin runs over the top, catches the power off, and it's 3-1. Team Unique, that's the round they want to see. Now, forZe coming in with a buy. It's going to be Zapara on the AWP. Doesn't have a plethora of utility, but he's got the AWP and the Kevlar in. That's all he needs. The rest of the team, though, are struggling on utility as well. So, kind of a scary time here for forZe. We'll see if they can work their way into it without too much utility. I feel like Inferno, though, a lot of it is one off the back of utility, especially that T side. You have so many areas to clear out. You need these Molotovs, you need the nades in play, and they don't have a whole lot of that.
It's gonna be a fast play. When you have like this fast utility, you want to really aggress real quickly here. B control is going to be all about trying to draw the utility from the CD side, creep on up. This could work on out. Ben Vicious hasn't been spotted out. Turks just spots the leg, goes for the flick shot, doesn't quite land it, and that's great for forZe. They've taken B control without really expending much of the utility. Now Kenzor with the off angle. Very static default hole coming out from Unique. It's a 2-tree setup. Zorte waiting towards Archway. He's going to be the first rotator if it is going to be required. Flashbang going to pop, and they're going to be Flit finding Ben Vicious. That's the off taken out. Kenzor's there holding the line. He's alone, and Flit, he continues his reign of terror, Dinko. He's just been indomitable on Dust 2 and continues to be quite a thorn on the side of Team Unique here in Inferno. It's got to be 2 rounds going the way of forZe, and Team Unique will have to head for the hills. They will want to hold on to these 2 guns because they can't go for the buy. But CD side economy, it is a slippery slope.
Yeah, they have money in the bank at the minute, but that could very well change very shortly after. So, yeah, making the right decision, saving the weapons over. forZe just blistering into the B-bomb site. Flit continuing to have great form. He was showing up on Dust 2 to another level. He was just hitting everything. And so if he can continue to do that, well, that's a scary sign. I remember Flit was in the wings for maybe being a potential replacement for Guardian over at Navi. He went to Perfecto.
I think the charts are ridiculous amount of money, though.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's the thing, right? It's, you never really know what's going on there. CIS seem to always have some crazy contracts.
Are they even contracts?
Well, perhaps. I'd say loosely, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, let's keep that for like our future podcast about the weird things about Counter-Strike around the world. Here we go, though. The buy will, of course, be in for Unique. They do have the 3 guns saved, and that's great. They have the 2 AK-47s. The timing on that, Fen Vicious, he actually gets a tag on the Flit. Z-Power, meanwhile, gets tagged down as well with a grenade. So early damage being inflicted by Team Unique as Zorte finally finds Jerry. This is good work being done here by Unique on the CD side. Z-Power is pushed in deep. They don't seem to be aware of this. He's got Crosshairs trained and where Kenzor is. Double scoped in, and he knows where the Opera is as well. He's got the information, just not able to get the pick. That's what's frustrating right now for forZe.
You got Robin inside of the pit. Zorte playing in towards A along with the AWP. You want to stay in that spot. Scary times for forZe. They're going to have to use a little bit of utility to get them off this angle. Flit. Oh, God, how many times do we see Flit just get a headshot through a wall like that? It's unreal. He just takes peeks against Ops with an AK, and he actually hits the shots. Robin luckily taking down FaceCrack, and forZe are crumbling at the moment. 40 seconds in play, not a whole lot done. They need this B attack to go well. They need to immediately find the kills. Kenzo at the back of the site has started moving forward. Vamphicious is in the ruins. Here comes the Molotov. That's going to give away that there are a little bit of players over here towards that top banana area. Vamphicious has relocated his crosshair. He's going to be looking back and will catch his power, taking him down. And now 2v5.
Flit has everything to do. 16 seconds. Yeah, they're going to go for the save. Flit's going to just stick around to its CD spawn. If he gets a kill here, that could be huge. And that would be on Zorte. For a second there, that Zorte just like flick around and get a shot on Flit. But 2 seconds. He wants to stay alive here. I don't know why he's pushing further. There's no need for him. And he will survive. Robin right around the corner. forZe. They can eke out a buy. Yeah, indeed it will. Z-Powers is dropping a gun for his teammate. And Op Salvage as well. So there's something they can work with. But Unique. Good start. But we said that on Dust too, Dinko. And we saw how that one played out.
Yeah, that was scary. forZe though were doing some damage in the early rounds. But they haven't really looked great here at all, I think, on the T side just yet. So it's Hay peeking in towards middle. Gonna smoke it down. Teammate in Boiler, it's going to be Jerry going for the Hail Mary play around the corner, jumping with a Mac-10. forZe just charging on forward, trying to overrun the op, but Zorte is good enough to hold it off. A nice flick, catching FaceCrack. And while Almeiza are looking for the rotation players, it's going to be Passionor and Robin who both fall, and suddenly all the hard work that Zorte managed to do has just crumbled down around him. Smoked off in Library.
Yeah, that smoke especially. That's going to keep him at bay now, and this is an opportunity for forZe to bring this one back. Like you said, Zorte hitting 2 blinders. That's the 2 Mac-10s, leading the charge.
Double up setup,
out of the equation. Yeah, this could be the call for the save here. If they don't get an early pick within the next 10 seconds, and Zorte's finding nothing. He's just spotting nothing, and that smoke's going to be the end of it. You should just go for the save here. There's no point going for it. You have a couple of flashes, that's about it. You have no idea where the T's are. You probably know Flit's there because he saw the smoke coming in from the A bomb site. Yeah, there we have it. This is a right call. Fenvich is going to stick around looking to get an exit, but really not worth it. Just hold on to your guns. Your money isn't real good right now, and those 2 ops are very, very expensive indeed. So, round number 3 for forZe, wasting no time. Fast play towards A, and it works out.
I think it all goes so wrong though for Team Unique. Zorte immediately getting off to the good start, had done enough. Holds off the Mac-10 rush through the archway. Rotation coming through, they should have been aware that there is an opening towards archway. That player just walked through blindly on Speedway. Almeiza takes a free kill off of the back of that. Flip manages a headshot and the round's done immediately. That is just a little bit unfortunate. And Zorte had done so much for them as well. Well, double op setup continues to come through. Team Unique will get a buy-in. Now forZe looking to try and get some momentum going on this T side.
I'm actually curious to see how many deals Zorte and Z-Power have won or lost against each other. Zorte coming out on top this time around. The dual op setup. This is what you want to do. You want to go for these aggressive plays and FaceCrack. Timing works out. Can he catch a CT falling on back? No, he can't. Smoke's going to keep him at bay for the time being. And Zorte once more being quite a problem. Fenvicious in the meantime on the other side of the map. He finds one. Zorte almost times that shot. But Passionor is going to fall. And now they know where Zorte's position is. And this time around, Dinko, Zorte is not going to be playing to his library. He wants to be in the midst of the action. Scoped in, walking up, FaceCrack, trying to eke out a shot, going for the shoulder peak. And now he knows where Zorte is. They still need to find information onto the other CT. Now if they head towards B, there's just one player to find. So that could be the call taking place here. They still have a lot of time to work with.
Well, and see Zorte coming around the side. Flip takes him down. That's an immediate headshot. I feel like these ops are just getting absolutely domed by Flit on the AK. He's going to go around the corner again, but Robin up on top of the barrel does well to find one, but the flank from FaceCrack is potent. Another round is recovered yet again. forZe will get that bomb planted on default. Almeiza in towards the pit. It's got to be a huge rotation, a huge retake here from Team Unique. They've only got 2 smokes and 1 flashbang. They don't have any Molotovs to clear these corners. They have no nades to stack together. This is not looking like a successful retake attempt from Team Unique. The time is starting to tick. forZe have such solid post-plant positions. Flash is going to go up. Almirza not blinded by it. He can peek into the open. Spots a fraction of Kenzo will take him down, but the shot from Ventficious now the 1v1. He'll run into the site, the time ticking. He's got the kit, but he needs the kill quickly here, and he hits the shot through the wall, but it's only a little bit, and the round is done. Almirza will take the frag, and forZe will fall on the board.
How does Flit know that? Like, how good is this guy? He's inside a cubby, and his timing is just pristine. It's almost inhuman. Like, he just peeks at the moment that we had Zorte with the op just scoping down and just instant headshot. He's like a one-man wrecking machine. He's like a Krieg personified into a Russian. It's insane. Well, rather the pre-nerf Krieg. As we do finally see Team Unique on an eco. Robin with the Zeus. Always like that. Love to see that. But that was a round that Unique are going to be kicking themselves about, that Dinko. I mean, it was a very, very important round. It was 4-3, and they could have easily made it 5-3, and they would have forced to go on an eco, if I'm not mistaken here. And that is unfortunate for them. It was a 5v3, and they somehow managed to loosen their grip on that round. And in the end, forZe just snap it out of them. Notches it out of them, rather. This should be a pretty comfortable round for forZe here. They have looked a little bit sloppy compared to the forZe of yore, but they are still a force to be reckoned with, especially with... oh no. Jerry wasn't even checking that, Dinko.
Well, Jerry just running forward, taking the Mac 10 kill. Easily picked up. Now forZe. And we're running towards the side. So the balls, the line up from Almirza. That is beautiful. Toppling the tower. He was aware, if there's a player up on that boost, likely a player below him. And so he sprays down, connects it as well. And now Robin, last remaining player, the Zeus, testing his luck, seeing what he can find here. But forZe are going to be on 5.
Yeah, that's a scary proposition. Again, it was a 3-1 lead for Team Unique. Losing pistol round, but bouncing back with the force fight. And now, forZe have slowly grinded back into the lead, and this time it's Almirza doing the brunt of the heavy lifting. 8-3. Robin pushing up, trying to pick up a gun, perhaps. Oh, well, Almirza just farms one more frag. 9 kills for the man, and he's looking very, very sharp at the moment. Almirza. The scary thing is he probably really hasn't shown up either. Flit continuing to be quite a beast with some very, very crucial kills here and there. And now forZe. If I'm Unique, I'm starting to worry a little bit, and I would like to see a little bit more aggression from Team Unique, You see that aggression from them on their anti-ecos or their ecos, but how about doing it on a buy round, trying to catch forZe off guard? You have the op in the hands of Zorte. Go for the aggro peek towards apartments, double up over there. Maybe, don't allow forZe to take brackets control that easily. Go for the B bomb side, go for the B side retake, go for the banana retake. Even if forZe manage to get early control, you can always use a Molotov and a smoke and just, kind of force them back. You have to re-aggress, you have to get back map control, and it can't be off the back of Zorte just dry peeking and trying to win deals. That is not a winning formula. It's not a sustainable winning formula. It might net you a couple of rounds here and there. Unique have to do a lot of things here. And with 6 rounds remaining in this half, there is still a few rounds to work with. There is still that opportunity. But something needs to change.
Well, Flash about to go around the corner. It's Jerry that gets boosted up. Vicious. Oh, that's a nice kill to find. Headshot picked up, dropping Jerry, but Vicious barely getting away with his life. 12 HP, manages to fall away. And holds the advantage stead for Team Unique. They desperately need to hold on to this and even extend upon it if possible. forZe, though, they're such a good team at finding this back. They're a good team that, in situations that are looking lost, down and out, they always work their way back into things. They're never out of a round, and that's the scary thing for Team Unique here.
I feel like when forZe are man down, they're even more deadly than they are usually with 5 players alive. Somehow, some player just goes ham. Oh, the timing on that. This could really, really work out for Unique. It's barely like a fraction of a second. And now they're going to be completely unaware. Parshinoido walks out straight into the waking arms of Zipa. Now Robin, what does he do? He clears out close mid. He doesn't find anyone. Now Zorte, the information's been conveyed. Now they know it's going to be a B hit. This is a lot of information being gleaned just by the fact that Robin stays alive and just holds that angle towards mid. And now it's slowly starting to inch forward. The hit is going to be coming in. Flashes, Molotovs, smoke's going to be pouring in. And it's all in the 3 players in A, B bomb set to make this hold happen.
Mizer and Flit finding kills. Zorte able to find one, and now Fistcrack coming in, taking down Zorte. It leaves Robin into a 1 versus 3. The M4 nowhere near any of the action, having to be the safe call as he runs back towards T-spawn. And that is another great recovery from forZe. 6-4 now on the board. Their T side, when we see them get this momentum going, it just really doesn't stop. We've seen it on Dust 2. As soon as they got over the issues of that early damage that Team Unique were doing, they just didn't stop. And even in the second half, on that CT side, they were just incredible on the pistol rounds. You know, even if they lost a couple of gun rounds, they would come right back at you and be completely deadly, even with the default pistols. So things are just never going to be easy here for Team Unique.
And especially this round, I mean, think about it, right? You get the opening kill, a great opening pick there. It's a 5v4. And you have the information that the remaining players of forZe, the 4 players, are heading towards the B bomb site, and you still lose it when you have 3 CDs ready and waiting there. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want? Like, you have the information, you have the players, you have the read, and yet you're not able to win the round. In fact, you're not able to get a single kill. So yeah, this is a rough sign for Unique. Again, pretty much the same tale we saw in Dust 2. Dinko, in fact, even worse, because there they had a better lead, had a 6-1 lead. And now it's basically, again, an early, initially decent start, 3-1 or 4-1, and then forZe just wrest control back.
Loves the power. Great opening kill. forZe have the B bomb site right now. There's no one there on the CT side. They're still gambling over towards the A side of things. I think the call behind this, and you'll see a lot of people go for this, is you stack one side, you gamble, you force buy. If they go to that bomb site, then great, perfect. You have a stack ready for them. If not, though, you just save into the next round because you're not going to have much going into the next anyway. So this is likely all good from Unique as they gather up. forZe is still not doing anything just yet. Still holding their default as they slowly check if that B-bomb site is empty. Almeida catching Kenzor through the smoke. Everything just going well here for forZe. Working like clockwork. They run up in towards the B-bomb site. Get that bomb planted. And it'll be 7-4 on the board.
Things have just gone from bad to, well, dire for Unique. But on the bright side, this was just the very light investment, nothing really purchased. As long as Robin saves that M4, they should have a very, very comfortable buy going to round number 11, or rather round number 12. And that's a scary number, Dinko. That means just 4 rounds remaining here. And forZe, like you mentioned, once they get this momentum going, once they get this flow going, they can be quite a juggernaut. Especially the CIS region, they are definitely a force we reckon with. And Unique, I mean, we've said this time and time again, but they seem to be a little out of the depths in the Road to Rio CIS region.
Yeah, it's not going so great for Team Unique. Not looking any better either. Zorte, I kind of feel bad for him, because even in the rounds we see him do incredible stuff, like there's 2 big flicks earlier on in the game. They still lost that round. And that kind of just shows, you know, you can do so much as a player, but the system's not around you, it's not going to really work for him. That's a little bit unfortunate here for Team Unique. forZe, it's going to be the AKs, AWP, everything they could possibly want. Look at the money on Sapower, so they're going to be buying for a long time. And Sapower yet again getting an opening kill.
Can they capitalize on it though, Dinko? That's something that they're struggling with. They get the opening picks, they get the opening win streaks in halves as well, but just not able to capitalize on it. And that's always been something that Unique have had an issue with. I like how methodical they're being, even though they had 2 players towards the sandbags. They didn't go for the dry peek to check. They tossed in a Molotov, forcing the CT out. Unfortunately for forZe, there was no one there. Now the smoke, it'll dissipate. Look at the utility remaining for the CTs. It's nothing, Dinko.
This isn't looking too great for them. forZe are going to toss the utility. in towards the B bomb site. Just a splash and a HE grenade in play. Hands of Robin, who's actually nowhere even near the B bomb site. It's going to be Zorte with 1 kill. Flick gonna fall. He'll swing into the open. Now the push from forZe comes through. Nothing to hold them off. It's all about the aim duels, and Kensor manages one. But this is done again. Zorte having to be the hero, but Molotov, the way from position, is going to be another round here for forZe. Just fighting their way, scrimming their way onto the B-bomb site. Unique find a few kills, but again, not enough.
Yeah, you gotta save now. Zorte's got cash with the rest of his teammates. They're just broke. And oh, forZe, man, the pain continues. And here's the thing, I mean, forZe are playing just textbook CS and nothing too crazy, getting the opening pick. They're inching ahead. But for Team Unique, some of these buys have also been very questionable, right? Inferno is a map on a CD side where I would rather have a bunch of MP9s and FAMASas with full utility than have rifles, honestly. And you can win games. You can win entire games based off the fact that you have the utility. And the save's not really going to work out, is it, though? Robin's going to be left alone, and he will survive with the M4. Oh! A little bit of a miss there from Z-Power, uncharacteristic from him, but yeah, they don't even save the AWP, just the one AK-47 saved in the hands of Robin. They're still going to go for the force buy once more. Rifles all around. FenVicious is, however, going to go for the MP9 buy, so he has a little bit of extra utility. But at this point, the bleeding has to stop somehow. They need to at least get like 5 rounds, or 6 would be ideal. Yeah. But it is looking unlikely.
Oh, well, Zapower just keeps getting these opening picks. Now, this is the thing I always say about Zapower. He's kind of like the key for forZe. He opens up rounds so often, and sometimes he's more of a battering ram, right? He just batters his way into the front of a round, takes himself that opening kill, and it's crazy how much success he has in finding those opening picks. It always gives forZe a huge advantage, but Robin needs to light them up. The bomb falls to his feet. A great play from him, catching 2, just diving from the balcony. And now forZe suddenly in a position where they have the deficit.
Okay, makes it even more better. Finding another kill. Now Jerry has a lot to do. Say his name, and he makes it work. Robin finds both. A little scary there, because Jerry got that kill. He could potentially get the bomb down and potentially try and clutch at a 1v2. But finally, something going the way of Unique. Robin and Zorte, and to a certain degree FenVicious, just keeping them in the game. 5 rounds now. If they can get a 6th Dinko, I could kind of fancy the chances. But the money, I don't think it's going to be a big problem for forZe. They're going to go for the buy anyway. This is the penultimate round. 2 rounds remaining in this half. So, we should be seeing a very, very comfortable buy coming out for forZe. There we go. AKs, AWP, and even if they do lose this one, how many times is he going to get an opening pick? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, just every time, every single round, dude. It's just happening every single time. It's just not going well at all here for Team Unique. Let me have a look at his statistics in opening duels right now. Let me just have a look at this match, because it is crazy how often Zapower can find these kills. Fierce Crack holding on. It's going to be Robin trying to get back through the library. He is tagged and dropped to 8 HP, so a man advantage in play for forZe. And nearly a follow-up, but Robin was the player to pull it back in the previous round. He will do it again here with a kill onto Fierce Crack, and he'll actually stay alive as well.
That's a big mistake. Information conveyed by Robin. There's no one towards A, and that actually draws that Zorte. He could have got a free kill on the player marching towards short. Pashanoi, time for him to go big or go home. He does find one. He needs to get more, and he's gonna find both the players. That's it. Round's done. FenVicious. Might as well save your M4, buddy, because you're gonna need that going to the final round there. That was just unfortunate, man. Robin gets a kill from library, and he walks on out and realizes there's no one there. He doesn't realize there are players towards brackets, towards short.
Yeah.
And that's a call given to Zorte for him to fall away from Arch and go towards B, and that's when everything kind of fell apart there. 9-5 now for forZe on the T side, their map pick.
So, taking a look at the statistics, out of 7 of the opening duels, forZe have won here on the T side. Z-Power has won 5 of those. So,
well, there we go.
Yeah, he's having a great time. Over on Unique side of things, though, I have to point out, Zorte is currently 4-0 in opening duels. So every duel he's taken, he's won. So that's pretty impressive.
And I think one of the deals which he took early on was against Z-Power.
Yes.
And he managed to win that as well. So, yeah, this guy, look, listen. I mean, I don't want to like sound like a Debbie Downer or whatever, but the thing is with Team Unique, I kind of feel like they're a team that are gonna lose a couple of these players to some of the other bigger CIS teams who are looking to upgrade the firepower. And I think two names that stick out to me is Robin and Zorte.
Yeah, Robin's Latvian, I'm pretty sure as well. So.
Oh, that means you can pretty much play in almost any EU lineup who are looking to, you know, who are going to use English as a common language if it's a mixed lineup. So there you have it. I mean, these two players have really impressed me, honestly, considering that they have been pretty much had their backs against the wall
Robin's also
for a very
18.
long time. Perfect.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Young, talented, Latvian. There you go, boys. Like, are there any coaches or orgs or managers watching this game? I mean, this is a guy you want to keep an eye on. My word, Almeza. My word, Almeza. Stop it! How? There were 4 of them. Yo, there were 4 of them in the A-bomb site. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they all die without doing a single point of damage. This is bullying. Jerry's not even going. He's got the bomb. He's still sticking to his bottom banana. He's like, we have 50 seconds to kill you.
And there it is.
The bomb didn't go. The bomb site's empty, and Jerry's like, nah, I'm gonna stick here.
Well, forZe just having a great time, not having to do much really in that last round apart from headshots, and that's what they love to do. It's what they do best, and we'll see if they can continue that in the second half. Join us after the break.
We're so far, but so far from close. It's so hard to find my destiny. Try not to drift apart, 'cause you'll be right back at the start. And I don't wanna keep on falling. I gotta stay recalling memories we've lost and found. Explain to me what it's all about.
Turn my heart into something gold. No, I sold my soul to the devil long ago. go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ESL 1, Road to Rio, 10-5, forZe into the lead, and looking to try and close the series here and now on Inferno. We've seen Team Unique look pretty good in the pistols and Dust too, but on Inferno, it was all the forZe show in the first half, and while Jerry is going to catch out 2 inside of Banana. Is Flitch seriously rocking the USP without a silencer?
Yeah, it is weird. Ugh,
here we go.
That's a disgusting sound, Dinko.
Oh, well. Oh my, okay. That's what you like to see. Passionoy with another. This is disgusting, actually. He's around forZe are going to want to forget. Not a single kill coming in, apart from Jerry's 2 early picks. And well, there's a pistol pickup that Team Unique desperately needed. So now they're onto the board. Now they have a chance here in this second half. But a force buy coming their way.
Unique have won 3 out of the 4 pistol rounds we've seen so far.
Yeah, and that's not really great for the... Like, it's a good statistic in a way. Obviously, you look at it, oh, great, you pistol round percentage, but when you look at how convincingly they still lose maps, it's a very scary sign.
It is. Passionoy usually has his very quiet games, so that was a good round from him. 4K, especially the second shot on a Z power. I think it was jumping Glock burst, if I'm not mistaken. So good stuff, good stuff. But still a long way to go, Dinka. Long way to go. forZe CD side Inferno is something that gives nightmares to a lot of top teams as well. So once they get their hands on their guns, it could be quite harsh indeed. Right now, they're just pistols upgraded. We have the Deagles and the Scout in the hands of Z-Power. 3 CTs waiting and ready towards the B-bomb site. And Unique just might walk on in. This is a little worrisome.
Well, it's going to be fierce crack with that Deagle kill. As Kenzor gone, good damage done as well to reply on the force side, but no kill yet. Now Passionoy going to be walking up, but it's Z-Power so quick on the trigger, and this is starting to spiral out of control. I can see the loose thread that's being pulled by forZe, and it's all unraveling here for Team Unique. Is Robin and Vinfishers trying to do what they can with the AK, and Vinfishers has had enough. That's nearly 3 picked up. Robin coming in from the apartments, and while this looks to be recovered so far, Z-Power is going to take a lot of damage on board. But forZe 2v2, still a chance here, but good stuff from Team Unique to recover this.
That was such a round-saving spray coming in from Vinfishers. Down at 30 HP though. Almazer, Deagle, and Mag 10.
Alright.
Perfect read from Robin. This should be the round here. Now they're looking for the final threat. But Almazer, he's probably feeling this. He's got a Deagle. Mag 10 to switch over if need be. Robin spots him out though. And that is going to be a very, very scary round, man. Like, if Vinfishers hadn't got the spray down, that could have definitely gone the way of forZe, somehow making those Deagles and those Scouts sing.
Yeah, that's nuts. Robin and Vinfishers having to do everything there. 19-6, Robin is really leading the way here. A great time. So yeah, Robin's 18 years old, Zorte's 21. Young team here, Team Unique, definitely potential to grow even further. So let's see if they can get their first win on a map here at Road to Rio. forZe,
yeah.
just the nades in hand, P250s, a Deagle. It's not looking amazing here for forZe, but look at the stack over towards B. If the T side come this way, it could start to spiral out of control. It's going to be Robin with the first pickup in towards the A side of things, though. Oh God!
No! Oh, okay, saved. Mag10's coming in. Vinfishers survives in 3 HP. Are they expecting another one? The Passionoy up close. The jumping Mag10, a classic. A classic indeed, as Unique do survive the scare, and now the buy is going to be coming in for the side of Team forZe. I believe they should have an op in the hands of Z-Power. That's I'm very much mistaken here. Really didn't invest too much.
Inferno is definitely one of the more balanced maps, so this is, it's good to see that Team Unique are actually doing some damage and making this competitive to an extent at the moment. 10 to 8 on the board. This is the true test, though. forZe with the rifles. The AWP available for Zipower. And Vicious getting aggressive in towards the apartments. It's going to be Flit, the man holding on. He manages one, but the MAC-10 overruns him. And now Zipower is under pressure, trying to hit the shots in the back of the site. He will. Oh my god, that's fast from Zipower. And there we go, that's it over. Job done. Zorte, the last remaining player. And this has to be a big clutch from him. He's going to be overrun. Jerry catching him out. But what is that shot from Zipower? That's a wrist breaker.
The second one was just disgusting. Pure filth. Classic Zipower. He gets the first one. I'm like, alright. He's going to get taken down now, but at least his teammates there to trade. But no, Zipower says no. Gets the double kill. Stays alive. And that was kind of a throwaway round coming from Unique. They did have like 2 or 3 MAC-10s there. So they're going to be having a buy anyway. But they want to be careful here. They don't want to just rush ahead and just try and, like, you know, throw away their lives needlessly. And this is aggression from the CTs. I like this. Jerry's pushed in deep. They have no idea. That's 2 free kills. That's 2 free kills. They line up. He's looking for more. FaceCrack's going to chime in with a third. And it's all gone wrong, Dinko. Nate's going to stay in. Pashanoi somehow survives. Robin's alive as well. And he's not going to get the kill on the Zipower. He's not missing anything. Pashanoi left alone in a 1v4. And he makes it almost doable. But still, this is very unlikely.
Zipower just doesn't miss, man. He's nuts. That's a perfect statement coming in from forZe about how they want things to go when it comes to the gun rounds. Incredible rounds being picked up here by forZe. 12 to 8 on the board. Team Unique not really looking down the barrel of a great round here. So, there's going to be a couple of flashbangs picked up. A few nades, hoping that they can make something happen. But forZe should be looking at 13. 3 away from victory in the series. And maybe I cast or cursed them by saying it was looking somewhat competitive.
Bear in mind, like a little stat that we spoke about earlier on, they have gotten double digits only twice so far in the 4 game best of 3s have played. Which is not an ideal stat. And for forZe, this is a game they need to win convincingly. Like, if they made this like go to a third map, I would have really had issues with forZe because they're sitting in 5th in a 6-team group. And their team should be like top 2, top 3 easily, right? So this is a game that they should have been winning very convincingly. Right now it's looking that it is indeed going to be the case. It's an absolute slaughter, Dinko. Absolute slaughter indeed. Jerry's going to find 2. Bomb on the site. They could get it down, but they have no utility. That smoke's going to dissipate in a few seconds. And Jerry's feeling it. Jerry's indeed very feeling it. He jumps up like, oh! He gets the ace. What a madman, Dinko. What an absolute nutcase.
Oh, well, Jerry's going to be happy about that. That puts him up to 15 kills on the board. 13 to 8 now. forZe cleaning up. Easily looking good in that round, Jerry. All they need is just 3 more. And this round, that would put them very, very close to that. Team Unique. Money's on the last legs. Buy coming in. Utility isn't really too solid here on the T side either in this round. But we'll see if Unique can make it happen.
So far, this T side from Unique has looked... Well, at least the pistol round was clean. The anti-eco's a little... You know, the second one was not that clean. The third one definitely was. Zipower tries to time the shot. He will somehow survive. I don't know how he survived that one, Dinko. And it's going to come down to FaceCrack. Trying to get the timing right. Does a bit of damage. It's all on the one player on pit. It's going to come down to Flit. 1v5 alone on the bomb, on the A bomb side. He just finds 2. And that's going to be the call for the save. A very, very fast pace being set there by the T's. A lovely stuff, actually.
Yeah, they had no real other option, right? Limited utility, backs against the wall, nothing to lose. Rush the A-bomb site, and they get it done. Job done. Round picked up. Can be relatively happy with that now. But the problem will still persist. You take a look at the money over here on forZe. Jerry has no money problems. He can drop for FaceCrack all day long. Rest of the team with enough money to purchase. Zipower can get the ult back in. Meanwhile, over in Team Unique, they'll scrap together another buy, but it's definitely going to be somewhat limited in utility on a couple of players. But this should be a good enough buy to be comfortable enough. But it almost has to be perfect from them now, just to get into this game again. forZe are not a team that are going to lie down dead and just let you run over the top of them. They're always going to keep fighting back and finding rounds here and there. And eventually, you've got to expect them to run into 3 more. The purchase coming in. It's going to be Jerry keeping his IK, the deceived on over. Tactical pause coming in from forZe. They don't want to let things get out of hand.
Yeah. Especially when you have when you're this close to just closing this one out, you don't want to kind of open up the comeback door, some people might say, for Unique. Taking a look at the scoreline very quickly. Almazer, Jerry, FaceCrack, XZ Power, and Flit. I love the kill spread. The top fragger is Almazer for the team 16, and the bottom fragger is Flit on 12 on FaceCrack. Just a difference of 4 kills between the top and the bottom fragger. That shows how much of a team effort it's been so far. On the other side for Unique, Robin has been the star. 21 kills for him. Top fragging the server. Fenvicious, Zorte, and Pashanoi at 14, 14, and 12. And Kenzor's been having a rough time. Just 3 kills so far in this game and 17 deaths. So he has definitely dropped off quite a bit. A player, well, while not, in my opinion, at the level as Zorte or Fenvicious or Robin, he definitely has been pretty solid overall. But here we go.
Here we go again. Sapara just opening things up. This time onto Zorte. Oh, there continues. The pain train begins here. forZe with the advantage.
He's just so good at opening up the rounds. I don't even know how. Well, firstly, his team does a very good job of like setting him up, but even if they don't, someone just manages to find this pick. Here we go again. Regressing towards mid. His crosses train towards Boiler. Well, the team is right next to him. And Unique bursting out towards Banana. Trying to find something. Jerry spots a player out. Just a tiny little sliver. Peeks out with the smoke. A few bullets rattle off just to try and keep them at bay. And you can see the C4 slowly falling back. Looks like they're going to be heading back towards the A bomb side with 3 players lying with. This is a very unorthodox setup coming out from forZe. I'm not usually a very big fan of this. You're going to have 3 towards short, and you have no eyes on Arch. A T could potentially just walk out and get the flank on. But they are announcing their presence here.
Well, FaceCrack getting himself boosted up on top of the porch. He's going to spot Passional running over the top, and that's going to be an easy kill for FaceCrack, and he's going to stay up here. And untraded so far, forZe hold 2 players to the good. With 23 seconds left, Team Unique are really strapped for ideas, strapped for decisions, and where do they go from this? You take a look into the next round, and you see a very dire future if they lose these 3 players, so maybe they just don't go anywhere. Maybe they just save what they've got.
Yeah, this is obviously the same. 5 seconds remaining. There's nothing that's going to happen. 14-9 for forZe, though. Team Unique. Oh no, this is rough here. Vi will be coming in. Pasha can buy for himself. Fenvicious and Robin can drop something, but I'd rather they buy utility at this point. Alright, they're going to drop the off towards Zorte, which makes sense. Fenvicious is going to have to make do with an MP9? Sorry, a Mac-10? With utility. Instead, he's going to opt for the utility. He's got no gun. Maybe an upgraded pistols, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. There was a Mac-10 on the ground. So all things considered, not too shabby a buy. But Zorte needs to pop off. That weapon is a big responsibility. It needs to start opening up these rounds with an opening kill. Completed blinded. Tries to time the shot. Doesn't find anything. Oh, the nades! That's gonna hurt. It's down 52 HP. Kenzor down to 71. And it found a second nade from the CTs. Didn't quite find its mark, but damage dealt early on, although they have relinquished banana control. Jerry, spotted out. Smoke tossed in, and that's his usual protocol. He's gonna hold and line wait. Almazer is there as well, the back of the site. He's got a Molotov and a smoke. They can keep delaying this push for as long as needs be.
Well, 3 players on the A bomb site. Skippers the power holding on. Utility going to go up in towards him as the flash to get Sapara off the angle. He comes back in towards the A bomb site. Now Team Unique ready to try and wrap the site itself. FaceCrack holding off towards Elon. Fish is ready to round the corner. It's going to be the deep smoke, but FaceCrack's in front of it. He's ready for this close fight. And Zorte's head's been spotted first. The second opportunity there for FaceCrack, but he can't find the double. But still, not looking brilliant here for the T side with 30 seconds left. Not a whole lot of control. Very limited utility left. And now they need to get this kill on towards Flit at the back of the site. They get an opportunity for him inside of the pit, but no kill yet as they run towards the bomb site. Team Unique desperately looking for the plant. The bomb has run all the way through to the back of the bomb site. And somehow Team Unique have got themselves into a winnable position here. Flit somehow stays alive. That's more of a mystery though.
Split should be dead by now. Split should 100% be dead. Him staying alive is massive. That's going to give a tiny little window of an opportunity for forZe to clutch this one out. But Z-Power with that op, he's probably not really fancying his chances here. He needs to get a pick in the next early couple of seconds. He's finding none. Split, trapped inside his site. All he could do is just deal out some damage, ensure that Poshnoy doesn't escape. And that's the call. That's the call for the save. Yep. Z-Power not going to have any more of it. He's going to stick around for more. Got the money. This is ballsy from Z-Power. Of course, he's going to get the kill. Poshnoy gets taken down. And that is going to be the round going the way of Team Unique that at least get double digits. 10 rounds for Unique. And forZe still need 2.
Well, the thing is there for forZe, everything was looking good, but they just didn't have eyes on the bomb site. Poshnoy just runs in and gets it planted. Absolutely no problem for him. Flick couldn't really do too much from his position, unfortunately. He's being watched. He doesn't know if there's a player swinging from the apartments. Poshnoy, I love it. Just runs straight into the middle of the site, gets it planted, and saves the day for Team Unique, who now reach double figures yet again. forZe come back into it with a buy. Utility from Boardman going in towards the bottom of Banana. Kento has been under pressure. He's only managed 4 kills, but now he adds 5.
1 HP.
At least something
looking
goes
for
his way.
more.
He's been a little bit unlucky. I think we'll give it to this in this round.
He needs to fall back real quickly here. But it's still going to stick around towards the logs, so 1 HP. And as long as it stays alive, it's great. Regress from FaceCrack and Jerry. They're still wary of the fact that some player must be towards the logs. They need to clear that out. Meanwhile, it's a slaughter at A. Everyone's going to fall, Dinko. They got the opening pick.
Yeah, this is falling apart. T side, 2 players left alone. Just want to shut up the observing here from Jakey, hitting the buttons. It's excellent. Covering all the action. Unfortunately, for the first 2 days play, we did have to struggle with Older Director, but since then we've had the wonderful observers of Zox and Jakey. While then Fish is going to fight his way through it. Power who hits the deck. Flashbang going into the pit. FaceCrack with an easy kill. Does leave Robin alone. A 1v3. He'll rattle the shots off because back for more, but FaceCrack takes him down 15 to 10. Map and series point here for forZe.
The crosshair wasn't even close to his head. But yet he makes it work. 15 to 10 though. And for Team Unique, well, I mean, what can you say? At least they made it close, Dinko. It's a much closer affair than we saw of them earlier against, let's say, Gambit Youngsters, or when we saw against Windstrike, for example. So at least a much better showing coming out from them. And they've hit double digits on both the maps today. That's a plus. I'll take it.
Mid stack coming in towards Badans, coming in charge on through Jerry with a kill. Robin able to find one in the back 10. Now Birding. Almeza will come off the angle, gets in behind the smoke again. 4v4, that nade, oh my god, that does so much damage. Onto the T side, who will now try and finish here on the B bomb side, but Almeza has a crossfire. FaceCrack was assisting. Run back in towards the ruins. Plenty of time still for Team Unique, but no real other options but to commit in towards this B side of things. It's not going to be easy to deal with this setup.
They are pretty much telegraphing what they plan to do. They have the smokes. They have 2 smokes. That's something. But yeah, the weaponry is definitely not looking good, Dinko. Mac-10s, 1 AK-47, Tech 9 in the hands of Poshnoy. Look at the hell, Poshnoy barely alive. Flashbang's perfect though. But Almeza recovers, and 1 by 1 they fall. Almeza looking to finish it off with the 4K, I do believe that was. And that is going to be the game for forZe in the end. Pretty convincing overall. Not a complete stomping. 16-10, 16-10 on both the maps. Unfortunately for Team Unique, their woes do continue. They are now 0-4 in their group and they have 1 more game remaining to be played. And for forZe, at least, with this win, they slowly are on the way to, like, trying to climb back up on the ladder, because they have had a pretty rough ride themselves so far on the road to Rio.
Yeah, it's a good little confidence match for them, getting some damage done and really beating down Team Unique. I feel like Unique showed up in a few rounds. I think we can take away from what they've got here at the road to Rio is, you know, you've got 2 players, I think, who are very, very solid. I think Zorte can show up. He hasn't really been at that level today, but Robin certainly is hitting the numbers. And I think there are 2 players you've got to take away here from Team Unique. Unfortunately, not really doing too much here at the road to Rio. But that is it for us here on the C stream for today. Just the one matchup, forZe 2-0 Team Unique. And we thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, for some more action. So join us then.
What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations. So Intel will bring the processing power for when it's time to go brilliant. Frame rates that keep up with your reflexes. Brilliant. Fast clock speeds for when you're on the clock. Brilliant. It's what we do at Intel, powering you to master your potential. Will you rise? Intel. Unleash your brilliance.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
All along on your way, right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you. Carolina skies in the night, floating by your side. I fed up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, 'cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you.
Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time. In the towers, looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. look into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise.
It's been a road less traveled, all alone. Feeling my body leveled on my own. I can just feel it, no way to stop it. The sounds of the music so through my bones. I can just taste it, no need to fight it. 'Cause I'm out here staying, it's life to my soul. 'Cause lightning and thunderstorms are never stopping me before. This night is never over, not until I leave the floor. So that's a passion, baby, I can't ever get enough. So don't you try and stop me, dance until the sun comes up. It's been a road less traveled, all alone. Feeling my body leveled on my own. I think I'm up in heaven, 'cause you were hell. I gave back my freedom, made me well. I can just feel